Well, today on Secret Kitchens of New Jersey, I have a blueberry snacking cake. What's a snacking cake? Well, it's a cake that comes together really quick in one 8x8 pan, minimal preparation, minimal time in the oven. This is a blueberry one. It is packed with blueberries. They're in high season right now, so we might as well make good use of them. This is going to be delicious, and I'm going to make this for you right now. Welcome to Secret Kitchens of New Jersey, and today we're gonna make a blueberry snacking cake. Blueberries are in their high season, they're plentiful. I love blueberries, and just because it's hot and it's summer doesn't mean you don't want to snack on some cake. So what do we mean by snacking cake? Well, my definition is it's a very simple cake, nothing elaborate here, one layer. We're going to make it in an 8x8 pan. Doesn't have, frosting or anything like that. This is going to have a very basic batter, lots of blueberries, and a real simple streusel topping. Very simple. It's going to bake in a 350 oven, so my oven is preheating right now. All right, I'm going to make the streusel first, and of course all the ingredients and whatnot are below. So I've got a stick of room temperature, because it's hot in the secret kitchen. I've got some flour, I've got some brown sugar. I'm going to add some cinnamon to this because I like cinnamon in my streusel. Well, I just like cinnamon. So I'm going to add I'm going to say like a half a teaspoon or so of cinnamon. All right, so let's kind of blend this together. All right, my streusel is combined. My butter is super duper soft because it's really hot in here with all the lights, but that's going to be fine. It's all going to work together. So I just kind of mushed everything together, technical term there, okay? And I'm just going to set this aside. Next, we're going to work on our batter. Okay, I've got my flour here, and we're going to add some baking powder to this. Like I said, all the ingredients are below. And I've got my, no, that's all right. I'm just thinking to myself, I'm keeping notes these days because I realize a lot of times when you're on camera in the height of the moment, oh, my oven is preheated. I just don't want to forget something, like everyone else. All right, so I need 2 teaspoons of baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. 1, 2. All right, and try to keep it in the bowl. All right, we want to get a good pinch of salt, a good pinch of kosher salt, Diamond Crystal. Just kind of give that a little bit of a mix. All right, we're going to set that aside for a moment as well. I also have a lemon that I'm going to zest. I'm going to zest it right here on my board. I'm using a large lemon. Listen, blueberries and lemon, I mean, they just go together so perfectly. So how can you not add a lemon? This is a pretty big lemon. And I'm gonna use all the zest. Make sure you zest before you juice. And I'm also going to use about a good tablespoon of the juice. So let me get this zested. That is pretty good right there. Okay, so there is my zest. We'll get to that in a little bit. All right, meanwhile, I have a stick of butter, room temperature, in there. And to that, I'm adding some sugar. Okay. And, like any typical cake, you're going to mix your butter and sugar together till it's nice and light and fluffy. Okay, I'm going to just give it a scrape down. Make sure it's completely mixed together. And just going to let it go a little bit longer so it gets nice and fluffy, like another minute. That was about about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And I forgot my zester, and I don't want to get pits in here. Let me give a little bit more lemon. Okay, this is nicely mixed, and I'm just going to scrape down the sides. Just want to make sure everything is well combined. So here's what we're going to do next. We're going to add our lemon zest, just putting it right in there. Lemon zest right in there. And then I have my flour mixture, and I have, what do I have? Like about half a cup of milk. Whatever percentage of milk you want to use, that's fine. So let me get, and what we're going to do is we're going to do this, we're going to add some of the flour mixture and some of the milk mixture, a little at a time. This is going to be a fairly thick batter. So let me get this mixing up again. You know what? I don't want to kid myself. I have gotten flour all over the place a million times. I'm sure you have too. And I don't want, oh, see, there we go. I don't want to do that again today. So let me be more methodical. All right, let's get this guy mixing. And the last of the flour. Okay, and you don't ever want to overmix. You want your cake to be nice and tender. I smell the lemon, I smell the vanilla. All right, let's take this off. And the blueberries, I like to mix the blueberries in by hand. Let's clear the decks a little bit. I like to mix the blueberries in by hand because I don't want them to get completely, broken down with the mixer. All right, so let me give this a final mix. It is a very thick batter. I'm just going to show this. Jim, if you want to just come in there. This is a very thick batter. It's the way it's supposed to be. All right, I'm going to put in roughly my blueberries. I washed them, I dried them, I took off the stems. Please make sure you do that. Nobody wants to bite into a stem. So you can use anywhere, I'm going to say, 2 cups, 3 cups of blueberries. It's kind of up to you. I'm going to go for 2, kind of heaping, and an extra little handful because it's blueberries and we love them. Okay. And I'm just going to, overboard on that one. So let me just give this a little mix to get my blueberries incorporated. Doesn't take much. And again, I don't want to break them down. So you know what? That looks good to me. All right? There you go, Jim. You can take a look. Okay? They're incorporated, but they're still intact. All right, so my oven is already preheated. Let me just make some room here. Okay, my oven is preheated and to 350. So I have my 8x8 standard baking pan. So I will use the parchment paper later to lift this out. All right, so here we go. Let me get this in here. There we go. Get every bit of it. And this is it's just a perfect cake, a perfect little snacking cake. Because, we like to snack all year long, and you never know when you're going to have a snack attack, right? So this will do the job. All right, so let's just get this pressed into place. You can use an offset spatula, of course, or I'm just using my big spatula. All right, and let's not forget, we also have the streusel topping. All right, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. All right, so now, next thing we're going to do is let's get our streusel. All right, this is a very basic streusel. And you know, full disclosure, because there's so many lights in here, everything is a little bit melty. You won't have this issue in your house, I'm sure. All right, so I just think it's easier to just take the streusel, put it on top, use your hands. I'm just putting it all over the top of the cake. You can see what I've got. Oh, this is heavy. This weighs a lot. So we've got the cake layer, we've got the streusel sitting on top. I'm going to get this in the oven, 350 oven. This is going to bake for anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. It depends on your oven. Remember, everyone's oven is different. So I'm going to check this at the 30-minute mark just to see how it's doing. Stick in a toothpick. Make sure it comes out clean. And if it needs a little bit longer, I'll give it a little bit longer. But watch it carefully, you don't want it to burn. All right, I'll get this in the oven. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, at long last, here is my blueberry snacking cake. It was in the oven it took actually about 45 minutes. It looks fantastic. I'm just gonna put a little bit of, putting a little snow on, powdered sugar. That's optional, you don't have to do that. All right, but what isn't optional is we gotta taste it. It looks great. The whole Secret Kitchen smells like cinnamon. Really smells good. It's still kind of warm, but that's okay. We cannot wait another moment. Here, let me just let the camera have a look at that. Ooh. Remember, a snacking cake is easy. It's got one layer to it, super simple, comes together quickly, and you never know when you're going to have those snack attacks, right? I'm having one right now. Let's taste. So it looks delicious. Again, mine is packed with blueberries, a little bit of streusel topping. All right, it's delicious. It's got I taste the lemon. You absolutely have to put lemon in this. Lemon and blueberries are like a perfect marriage. This cake is delicious. When it cools down, you can cut it up, share it with your friends, or not. I mean, it's so good you might not want to share. It's excellent. It's light, it's fluffy. Whether you need a snack at 2 in the afternoon or 2 in the morning, I think this will do it. Well, please continue to watch, like, and subscribe. You keep me inspired, and I appreciate all your support. Hey, we'll see you next time on Secret Kitchens of New Jersey. Meanwhile, get in the kitchen and cook.